Hello everyone. Today we will know about the nucleus. So, this is a cell, and inside a cell, a main component or structure is present, and this is called as the nucleus. So, the nucleus is, we can say that it is a main organelle of the cell. So, this nucleus it governs all the activity inside the cell. So that's why the nucleus is also called as the director of the cell. Director of the cell. Why it is called as the director of the cell? Because it directs or governs the whole total cell. So that's why it is called as the director of the cell. So now the nucleus, it was discovered by Robert Brown in 1831. So in 1831, Robert Brown discovered the nucleus. So look at the structure. This is a nucleus. So the nucleus has four parts. Mainly it can be divided into four parts. The first part is called as the nuclear envelope. Nuclear envelope. The second part, we can say that it is the chromatin material. Chromatin material. The third part is called as the nucleolus. Nucleolus, which is the main component of the nucleus. And the fourth one is called as the nucleoplasm. Okay. These four structure or the nucleus can be divided into these four parts. One is the nuclear envelope, one is the chromatin material, third one is the nucleolus, and the fourth one is the nucleoplasm. So first come to the nuclear envelope. Nuclear envelope. What is called as the nuclear envelope? It is simply like the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. Look at the structure. This is the cell. So this is the border, or it is confined by a border like structure, and that is called as the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. So like that, the cell also surrounded by a membrane, and this membrane is called as the nuclear envelope. So it is just like in the cell, the plasma membrane is present. So like that in the nucleus, the plasma membrane of the nucleus is called as the nuclear envelope. Look at the structure. If I zoom the structure of the nucleus, it looks like this. That means this is the nucleus, and inside it a structure is present, and this is called as the nucleolus. We will study about that after some time. So first come to the nuclear envelope. Look at the structure. So this nuclear envelope, it is double membrane. Double membrane. But the cell membrane, the plasma membrane, is the single membrane. It is the single membrane structure, but the nuclear envelope is the double membrane structure. So it is the outermost double membrane structure, and look at the structure. This is called as the outer layer, and the inside one is called as the inner layer of nuclear envelope. So the space between outer membrane and the inner membrane is called as the perinuclear space. Perinuclear space, which is the space between inner layer and the outer layer. So, and before that, the nuclear envelope, it is also called as the karyotheca. So now come to again. So this is the outer layer, and this one is the inner layer, and the space between that is called as the perinuclear space. So this layer is not continuous. So that means, like in the cell membrane, let's suppose this is a cell membrane, this is the cell, it is the cell membrane. It is a continuous. but this membrane is not continuous. That means there is some divided in that, in some area, and this divided part or the pore like structure is called the nuclear pore. The nuclear pore. And the nuclear pore, if we ask the what is the exact size of the nuclear pore, it is nearly 500 angstrom. What is the angstrom? 1 angstrom is equal to 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Okay, so the nuclear pore is the 500 angstrom, that means 500 into 10 to the power minus 10, that means 5 into 10 to the power minus 8 meter. So that means this is a 500 angstrom, 500 into 10 to the power minus 10 equal to 5 to the power minus 8 meter. So this is the size of the nuclear pore. So what is the function of the nuclear pore? Look at the structure. Let's suppose this is a nuclear pore like structure. So that means through this nuclear pore, the RNA and the protein can pass to the cytoplasm, or it can pass from the cytoplasm to the nucleus. So this is the main function of the nuclear pore, that is for the transport of RNA and the protein. The DNA never passes the nucleus because the nucleus should remain inside the the chromatin or the DNA should remain inside the nucleus. So that's why DNA never passes the nucleus. Only the RNA and the protein will passes to the cytoplasm, or the RNA and the protein from the cytoplasm, it can pass to the nucleus through nuclear pore, which is the size about the 500 angstrom. So this is the outer layer, this is the inner layer. Look at the structure exactly. So at the outer layer, a structure is present that is called as the endoplasmic reticulum. So that means, let's suppose this is a nucleus, this is the inner layer, let's suppose this is the outer layer, and from the outer layer the endoplasmic reticulum emerges. So from this outer layer, endoplasmic reticulum emerges like this. Look at this structure. So that means the inner layer is present inside, but the outer layer is continuous with the endoplasmic reticulum. That means the outer membrane is connected to the membrane of the endoplasmic reticulum. So it is formed by it forms the endoplasmic reticulum at the outer side. So this is all about the nuclear envelope. So if you are watching my video, please like and subscribe my video. So